Well, welcome to another episode of the Econobox Garage. In this 150th episode in our Bugeye build. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a short video on a package that arrived with a new sway bar, or a new to me sway bar for the front of the car. And the goal for this episode is to get that sway bar cleaned up and installed on the car. So let's get started. Well, I spent some time with a wire wheel and one of these scrub discs, for lack of a better term, and I've got everything all nice and cleaned up. I'm going to replace the nuts and washers for here, but these I've cleaned up quite nicely, and it just indicates on each one. So that's the left hand one, and this is the right hand one. So that's the sway bar cleaned up, ready for some rust paint. And for these two brackets here, these are the ones that mount to the A arm, and then the top of the link goes through here, and then the bottom of the link goes through the hole in the sway bar itself. So I'll get my booth set up. I'll get these masked off so I'm not painting the threads, and then they'll be ready for painting. Well, here we have all the stuff I need to put the sway bar in the car now. I've got them all the metal parts cleaned up and painted. I have new brackets to replace the old ones, and you can see they're a bit bent. And also I've got new bushings. I got the Prothane ones to replace the ones that came with it. You can see that hole is quite a bit bigger than it should be. This is exactly the right size at 9/16, which is the size of the sway bar. So those will help with the performance, and that kit came with some lube with it as well. I've got new keepers. I got all new bolts and washers and nuts for the brackets and for these straps. I just cleaned up the nuts for the links. They're fine with new lock washers for those. Now, before I get started on installing that, I have to jack up the front of the car, and then I can show you what needs to be done underneath there. Now, the temptation when jacking up a Bugeye is to go onto this panel right here, and you can see there's already a bunch of dents and holes in it. So what I'm going to do is, you can see on the jack here, I've just got a piece of plywood, 3/4 inch, that'll spread the load out. So center that underneath that section of the frame and jack the car up. Then I'll get some jack stands underneath, and then we can get to work on installing the sway bar. You see I've got that plywood kind of centered on that part there, and then as we jack this up, I want to get it up high enough that I can get some jack stands underneath there. So I'll go grab some jack stands. And you can see I've got the front end up on jack stands. So now it's safe to work under the car at the front here. Now, where everything goes is the little triangular brackets bolt onto these 3 bolts in the A-arm. And if you recall, I've upgraded to the disc brakes from a later Sprite, and the later Sprites had these holes already in the A-arms, and there's some reinforcing that came from the factory on there. And here is one of the one that came off the car, and you can see there's no holes there at all. Now you can drill them, but it's not the safest way to do it. So I'm very fortunate that I've got the proper A-arms for the job. Now the other item, or the other spot, little straps that hold the bushings for the A-arm bolt into these pads here. There's one on this frame rail, and then one on the other side here. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my a tap and clean these threads out to 5/16 UNF. Let's get that done. Get some oil on the tap here. Now, even though the Bugeye didn't originally come with a sway bar, it did come with the bracket, or with these pads and the threaded holes. I just want to make sure were cleaned out here. Here we go. And hopefully I've got the jack stands far enough back that I can get this in here. Nope. No, that's not very clever on my part. I go in there. Oh, there we go. So I've just got a little smaller holder, and because I'm not cutting new threads, I don't need a lot of leverage. All right, that's those two done. Let's clean that off and get the other ones done here. All right, I'll put that away. Okay, first step is I'm going to get the brackets put on. So you can see the pattern here matches up with the pattern on the bracket. And I'll just get my bolts for there. Now these are 5/16 by 3/4. All right, let's give a wrench to tighten those up. So just a 1/2 inch wrench and socket. Now that I've got the brackets on both the arms, there's the one on the left side, and you just see the one over on the right side. I can go over to the bench, get the sway bar ready with all its bushings and everything, ready to bolt into place. So let's head over to the bench. Well, here we go. I've got the sway bar all ready to go in. I've got the two drop links. I've got the straps for the bushings. I've got the bushings on the sway bar, and I put in some of the lubricant that they're supplied with them. And I've got the keepers. These rest up against the side of the bush once it's in place. I've just got these loosely on here so I can slide them once I get things into their final position. Actually, before I go over to the car, I'm going to loosely attach the two links. They bolt on from the inside, and then this stud here goes into the bracket that I just put on the A-arms. So I'll grab the nuts for those and get those into place, and then we can go put that on the car. So I'm just going to put these on here loose for now just to hold them. So we'll just take the brackets and everything else over to the car. All right. So I've got all my nuts and bolts here that I need. So I'm just going to put the ends of the links into the holes in the brackets, like that. And just pull this up. Get one bracket in place. I'm just going to snug these up because before I tighten them up and put those keepers in place, I want to make sure that the sway bar is as close to centered as possible. So I've got a bit of give in there. So I'm just going to measure it from the end of the sway bar to a spot on the A-arm or to the side of the chassis, and then see where we are at. Before I do that, I'm going to put the bolt on the nut on the back of the drop link. That one. I'll just get a measuring device of some sort. Let's go from there. I've got 7.5 and 7.5. So, okay, so that is centered. And so I'll tighten these up. Okay, that's that. I'll slide the keepers to the side, but I'll give you a picture of that once we've got closer. So what I'm going to do with the car still up in the air is I'm going to tighten the top nut on these drop links, but I'm going to leave the bottom one until the car is on the ground, because this one has got a lot of twist in it. This one hardly moves at all, so I'm not worried about that one. Okay, that's that one tight. Let's turn this out way. Do the same on this one. All right, so those are all tightened up. Now let's get the car off the jacks and onto the ground. I'll just straighten the wheels out. So now that the car is on the ground, I'll tighten the keepers into place. I'm going to put them basically horizontal for now. And then I can tighten up the drop links as well. Here's that one. And there we go. You can see the flat part of the keeper is up against the side of the bushing there and there. And you can see the drop link installed, tightened up on the end of the sway bar there. And the same on that side. So that is a job done. All that's left now is to get out and give it a test drive. Well, unfortunately, the rain started up again, so I won't be able to go for a drive right away. But when I do, I'll be sure to report back. So thanks for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to share it with your friends. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget that little bell icon. Click on that, you'll get notified when the next video comes out. If you'd like to get caught up on the previous video, I'll put a link to that video in the top corner. And if you want to see where we started with this whole project, I'll put a link to that video in the bottom corner. My name is Ian. This is the Econobox Garage. We'll see you next time.